Well, I was preparing for 30 minutes. But anyway, thank you. This is a very topical forum and conference. From historical point of view, what is to happen in the energy sector, energy industry, as from the economic point of view, we have already seen it. We have the introduction of renewable solar and wind. They were quite expensive, and they depended on subsidies. Development of innovations for scaling up as technologies. Now we see that they are very competitive to the old fossil technologies. Hopefully the same will happen with batteries and other ways to store power, which seems to be the main problem with the renewables. Indeed, batteries are quite expensive at the moment. Europe and Bulgaria plans to subsidize them, but following manufacturing batteries, we hope that they would also reduce in price, as we see with the renewables. Concerning oil and gas, it is obvious from the presentation that Europe cannot give up this dependency as quickly as possible as we want. So obviously Europe is in a political standoff situation. We have to reduce the dependency on Russia because we are in an indirect conflict with Russia. So we in fact rely on the inefficiency of the Russian economy to transform these flows into military conflicts. And hopefully that we would be able to solve it within a very short period of time. This is evident from your reports. At the same time, it is important to note that Bulgaria has a very proactive position, and the European Union also accepted this, to have common negotiations for the delivery of gas. This is a very exceptional achievement of Bulgaria to be diplomatically active on the European scene. And our plan for energy independence becomes quite clear for society. At last, it is clear that Russian gas is dangerous. And gradually, we have to replace it. We are very pleased to note that in the new recovery and resilience plan, we do not intend to build a combined cycle gas power generators. We would extend the use of coal until we introduce batteries. We have a lot of resources that would be allocated for batteries. There are several territories that these batteries would be built in the country. With regard to innovations, together with the escalating of production, this would reduce the cost per unit of these renewables. Bulgaria is not an exception. In the Ministry of Innovations and Growth, we would allocate considerable amounts from the recovery plan and also from the operational programs that would support small and medium-sized enterprises that would turn to energy-saving programs. At the same time, in the new operational program, we would create new financial instruments that would support energy efficiency projects. On behalf of promoting investments, some of the important projects that Bulgaria is seeking, as Deputy Prime Minister Sandov mentioned, this would be capacities for production of solar panels, also for power storage systems, also hydrogen technologies, and CCUS, carbon capture.